The white flamingos of Lake Qaroun.
Amidst the blinding white salt crusts of Egypt's shrinking Lake Qaroun, a vibrant flash of pink defies the encroaching desert. These greater flamingos perform a death-defying act, filtering life from waters harsh enough to challenge most living creatures. How do these resilient nomads survive as rising salinity, pollution, and ecological change reshape the food web beneath them? Uncover their incredible secrets right here.
There was a time when Lake Qaroun held more than salt and silence, a time when its waters reflected life in abundance. Now, in March 2026, the shoreline has retreated further than ever before. What remains is a basin shrinking under the weight of drought, its lowest level in recorded history, and yet they still arrive.
But something is different. The birds that once painted this landscape in soft pink now appear pale, almost ghostly, white against the salt. Why would a flamingo lose its color? The answer begins in the water. As the drought deepens, the lake grows harsher and more polluted, its mineral concentration rising beyond the balance many species once depended upon. In this altered ecosystem, something essential begins to fade. Carotenoids, the pigments responsible for the flamingo's pink, become less available through the food web they depend on. And under environmental stress, the body redirects its resources toward survival. Under stress, maintaining vivid coloration becomes less important than sustaining essential functions. From appearance to endurance, the pink fades, not in surrender, but in adaptation. Beneath the surface, another transformation unfolds. The rising salinity and pollution has erased much of the lake's familiar life. In its place, only the most resilient organisms remain, tiny, unseen, thriving in extremes. This is now the flamingo's food. But it comes at a cost. To feed, they must filter water that is harsher than before, demanding more energy with every movement. What they gain is just enough to survive the season, not enough to fully color the feathers. So some flamingos appear paler against the salt. Not emptiness, but the visible imprint of shifts in diet, stress, age, and environmental conditions. And this is not only a story of one lake. Across migration routes, wetlands are disappearing. Flamingos arrive already weary, their journey longer, their resting grounds fewer. Here in Fayum, the balance grows fragile. Water is needed for land, for crops, for people. But the same water shakes the fate of the lake. Too little, and salinity rises. Too much diversion, and life thins. Conservation is no longer a distant idea. It is negotiation. It is urgency. It is survival for all. And still, they endure. These pale flamingos are not broken birds. They are witnesses, a traveler carrying the story of a changing world. A reminder that adaptation is not always beautiful, but it is powerful. These pale birds speak of deserts expanding, of waters retreating, of climates shifting beyond memory. And yet, they fly. At sunrise, the flock rises again, lifting from salt and silence into light. Color may fade, not as failure, but as a sign of adaptation in a changing world. And still, against salt, drought, and silence, life persists.